Okay, so guys, we're talking about the ambiguous case, and we were just discussing a few minutes ago how in geometry you weren't allowed to use side-side angle to prove two triangles are congruent because that missing angle, since it was not in the middle of the two sides, okay, this angle could be almost anything, even though these two sides were known if it was, say, talking about that angle. So in pre-calc, when we know two sides and the angle opposite one of them, okay, not the included, not the angle in between them. So either this angle here or an angle over here, doesn't matter which one. We refer to it as the ambiguous case. All right, because this known information can result in either one triangle, two triangles, or no triangle at all. Okay. Now, what you're going to have to realize here is that the height of this triangle has a special formula. Okay. So the height is equal to b sine of alpha. Okay. Height is b sine of alpha. Now you're going to need this part to figure out if you're going to have one triangle, two triangles, or no triangle at all. Okay, it's kind of like, if you remember a little bit from geometry, when you're using the Pythagorean theorem, instead of an equal sign, if you had, greater than, you had, an obtuse triangle. If you had less than, you had an acute triangle. Same idea is going into here, where if it's greater than, you're going to have something, one case. If it's less than, you're going to have another case. All right, so it's going to wind up with those ideas. So let's take a look at this. Our first case, if we have no triangle. God bless you. Okay, so our first case is if we have no triangle. No. So if what you have here, if side A, this piece up here, okay, let's put that down there. If side A is less than the height, okay, remember the height we're going to say is b sine of alpha. Okay, we're going to result in no triangle because that side is not going to be long enough to form a triangle. If you take a look at this picture up here, if this side is smaller than this here, okay, think about this. If I were to connect this all the way down, that would be my hypotenuse. Hypotenuse has to, for this other little triangle in here. Hypotenuse always has to be the longest side, correct? So if this is shorter than this here, can it possibly be a hypotenuse? No, there's no way it could do that. All right, so if A is less than the height, okay, which is b sine of alpha, it is not long enough to create a triangle. Okay? Make sense there?